Hey everyone, this is Peter Stone, and the ball just keeps rolling here in 2022. Business, if you are not in business and you're thinking about starting a business, inventory is critical. Inventory equates to cash flow. And when I first started business, I didn't go to the business school. I went to the school of hard knocks. I learned what a bank wants if you're borrowing money, or what a bank wants for smart business operations. So when you buy an inventory or you buy an item, suppose you buy $1,000 of inventory. This is for any business, not just jewelry business, okay? So this is business, pretty much 101, 102, and 1000. It doesn't change. You buy merchandise, whatever merchandise that is, or services. If you don't sell your services, you're not making money. If your services are stale, you're not making money because people saw that, did that, done there, been there, and you don't have anything of value. Same with inventory. So in today's competitive marketplace, I don't see as many people signing up for our wholesale application wholesale jewelry site that are leaving price as the most important thing. I saw 1 out of 10 people. That's smart people, actually, because price is, if you want to save your money, don't go into business. I wouldn't even say go to the bank. I would say find a pillow and stash it and save it, because there's not much good interest at the bank anyway. But what I always said was, okay, if you don't want to be in business, you took your money out of the bank to go into business. No, just stop right there. Go back to the bank, put your money in the bank so you don't lose your money. When you think price is the way to go, you'll get stuck with your inventory, and now is the painful time of the year. Oh my God, I got to do my inventory by January 31st, at least in the USA. I got to have those numbers. I got to know what my inventory is. What is left in your inventory? Happily, we just do just in time. We used to have like a huge $1 million plus inventory. It was crazy years ago. And when it sat there and we discovered it only turned 2 or 3 times, the bank's like, oh, we don't want that. We don't want those numbers. That's not good. You need to turn. It's about turning and burning and turning your inventory and selling it and keeping it moving, keeping every time. So I'm going to make a little side note here. If you bought a piece of jewelry or candles or books or something, and it's sitting around way too long, and you don't have the finances to let it sit there, some people do, and they're willing to wait 5 years for something to sell it. Everything will sell eventually, but if you can't wait and your money's being tied up, you need to get rid of it somehow. Just get as much cash as you can and take that cash and turn it into something that will churn. So if you can turn something 6 or 10 times in a year, which our customers do, even more, some of them, that the one that sits there for 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, or 1 year, that cash could have been put into the thing that sold again and again and again. And after the third time you sold it, you would have got all your losses back. Then you would start making profit, maybe after month 6 or 7. So if that's out there for a couple of years, you're just losing money. And then you say, well, Peter, I don't have any money to buy inventory. Well, yeah. Think about your inventory. Something Went to a big giant flea market in northern Florida in 1993 that's still there, but it's just not like it used to be. I just went through there to see what was going on and see if this same guy was there who bought over $3,000 worth of cash and carry inventory because quality was good. He spent a lot of money and he sold it all. And then I went back to see him in August. In May, the end of May is when I sold it to him. It came back in August. It was all sold except for 2 rings. And I was excited. So I went and I grabbed more stock thinking he was going to buy it. And he goes, "Oh, Peter, but you don't understand. No, I dragged all these heavy bags and I brought them to him." And he goes, "No, no, no. I have no money to buy inventory." I'm like, "Why? You sold all that. So it's got to be $6,000 in sales, cash flow in a short period of time." And that's the point of Peter Stone. That's the Peter Stone difference, is the saleability, not the cost, not your cost of goods, not your price. You can raise the bar. People will recognize quality. But if you decide to stay as a bottom feeder and sell cheap jewelry, then that's your choice. We've had customers that have been with us for a long time and they just go for the cheap. They didn't never recognize the quality and they just go for cheap. I get it cheap and I'm barely in business. I'm struggling really hard, Peter. And I'm just, my minimum order has to be $150. Well, no thanks, because you're not going to make money and you're just treading water, keeping your head above water. Who wants to do that? I want to make some money and enjoy life. And that's what getting in business is for, to serve your customers, make some money, be creative, and share the wealth. So when you're doing your inventory, please look. Remember, when you bought that jewelry, how long you've had it, how many times has that turned, or clothing, or books, or candles, or incense, or aromatherapy, or whatever you're selling. In our case, it's jewelry. But we know most of our stores are gift stores, so they carry a lot of different products and things on the side. A lot of spiritual stores, metaphysical stores, healing stores, and dive shops, all kinds of stores. But with the 43 niche markets, check your inventory. Why didn't it sell? Was it the quality? Was it cheap? Was it like everyone else had? Do you need to raise the bar and attract a higher quality customer that is willing to see? You think maybe, "Oh, my customers won't buy that." Get some new customers. How about that? Because we are getting some new customers and we have some old customers, and the old customers know the value of investing in a precious metal. I'm not going to go in the precious metal part of it. I'm going to go to the inventory part of it. But if you don't have an assay certificate from the people that sold you your inventory, you don't really know that it's sterling silver or gold jewelry. You just know they told you it was. And if you go to melt it and turn it into cash, that's part of something that we do. We take the risk so you can get some good jewelry in your store. That's a big benefit, to turn that cash into jewelry that's going to sell. Now, you may have good selling jewelry. What do? You want to rinse and repeat. You want to reorder and expand on the jewelry that sold. You should always have data and numbers so that you can go back and see. I mean, I know that's a duh, but some people don't. They just do, try to remember, was it this selling or that selling? No, make notes and do reports. That's how I grew Peter Stone in the beginning. When the Celtic jewelry took off, I kept on making more Celtic jewelry. We have over 9,000 Celtic jewelry designs today for you. Pick your niche, pick your area of the Celtic jewelry, pick your area of the archangels. So it's up to you to pick, but you have to pick properly. And there's no better time. It's like setting goals at the new year, is to review your inventory, review the it's a year in review to, number one, get your goals. Number two, to correct and get on course to the money-making course. That's why you're in business, isn't it? You don't get into business to just be nice to people. No, you can be nice to people on the street without investing and risking your money. So if you're going to risk and invest, then you want to risk and invest smartly. Click on the link and make sure you engage. Join us in the Peter Stone Jewelry Institute and get these tips. Save yourself money. Save yourself mistakes. And I'm going to add here, we have 3 tools that will exponentially grow your business, shift your business, flip your business. I don't care if you had a really successful year last year, we can make it more successful this year, unless you did full on with the tools that we have. And I don't know anyone who has done full on with the 3 tools we have in a big way. When you do, I'm telling you, you will show up online different than anyone else. You'll show up at a fair and a festival different than anyone else. And you're going to show up in your box store different than anyone else. And I would say always have a little bit of online presence. If you don't want to do it, let's do it. Ask us. We'll find someone who can do it for you. And you don't have to be bothered. I get it. I don't like that tech stuff, but I do it because it's a solution. So I spoke in a video earlier that we don't do the things that we don't like to do. What do? We delegate them because they are necessary for a successful business. We give it to people who are much better than we are at what we do. If we're good talking with people, then that's what we should do, and hire people to do the things that are real. Some people are data driven. Like my bookkeeper, she's just like, always, I gotta get this right. There's gotta be, she's just great like that. I love it. So find people to support you. And Peter Stone will support you and save you a lot of money, headache, trial, tribulations. We've done it, and nothing is perfect, but we have a formula that will keep you making more money. Even if it's a little more, you're going to make more, and you will turn 2022 into a crazy good year. This is Peter Stone saying, please click on the link. Please engage. Follow us here on Instagram and join our Peter Stone Jewelry Institute, the Peter Stone Jewelry Journey. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful evening and day.